Hi everyone, this is John from Pocket Gamer, just doing a quick first impressions piece about what you can see here. Oh yeah, so this is the new Android-based console, or unconsole as I call it. This is the box. Wow, I've got a box. That's cool. Okay, what do you get in the box? Okay, here's the controller. So kind of a pretty standard Bluetooth controller, really, what you'd expect. Got 4 shoulder buttons, usual double joystick. Excuse me. Setup, D-pad, 4 buttons. It says Ouya. Okay, so that's controller. Actually, the device supports 4 controllers. You get 1 in the box. You can buy other ones. And of course, what else do we get? We get this. So this is the actual console on console, however you want to call it. Let's get that into focus. You can see. Actually, so both the device and the controller, really nicely designed. So Ouya is £99 to buy in the UK, $99 in the US. But really good production quality. So I mean, it's quite pretty small. You can see from my hand there, but it's a kind of metal finish, and the same thing on the controller here. It's pretty plastic bits are pretty nice plastic, good finish. Buttons, obviously it's brand new, so we're not really kind of force these in or anything, but pretty good quality. These actually you can actually take these metal bits off. There's actually 2 batteries there, 1 on each side. But just when you pick it up, it feels kind of good quality, and it actually, because this is actually kind of a metal covered plastic, it actually feels kind of cool to the touch, which is quite nice. So this is the this little box. Doesn't really do very much. There's a button on top to switch it on, obviously not plugged in at the moment. And here you can see where you plug it all in. So it's pretty standard power, Ethernet, USB 2.0 micro USB as well, and also HDMI to plug into your TV. Okay, so let's put these things together, see how it boots up. Okay, so let's boot this thing up. So I've actually switched the Ouya on. I'm just going to find the right connection. So there we go. Let's boot it up. So obviously the first time you have to switch on a new, you go through a certain setup process. So you kind of have to create an account and connect it to Wi-Fi, and also pair the controller. So when you boot it up now, the controller's not actually switched on, so I'm just going to switch the controller on. As you can see, it says follow the instructions on the screen, so it's just going to pair up. It's actually pretty quick to do this, usually. We'll see how we do now. So as you can see, you have up to 4 controllers, obviously depending on what the game supports. But we'll just get one out of the box, which is all we need at the moment. So there we go, come on. Right, there we go. So we've got to continue. So this is the the menu screen. Pretty I have to say I'm pretty impressed generally with the kind of like the design. I mean, even from like the design of the retail box to the, as I mentioned, the kind of physical design of the actual of the console and the controller. Personally, I quite like them. It's pretty clean. If they're using colours, it's kind of like orange colour. So again, pretty simple UI. So we've got manage, which is kind of going into kind of slightly boring kind of stuff, I suppose, but required. So there's also make, which is for developers. So Ouya is designed to be a fairly open system, obviously Android based. So you can sideload stuff into it. You can, if you're developing Android games, obviously you have to kind of port over support for the controller, so that's kind of something that's developers can do. I'm not going to get involved with that. So the only thing here is we have the Discover and Play. So Discover is basically the kind of app store. So something kind of to point out is Ouya is based on Android, so there's Android games running on it, but not the however many 800,000 kind of apps and games that are on Google Play are available for Ouya. Partly obviously it's a games machine, So that's the kind of the main focus is clearly games. The thing is, obviously, it's designed to be used with the controller. If you don't have a controller, you can't, play the games. Obviously, everything else on Google Play is pretty much designed for touchscreen. So, to that degree, kind of Ouya's app store is a curated store. So for developers to get the game on there, I mean, it's normally, from what I can gather, no problem at all. But you have to obviously, developers have to port their games to support the controller. So this is why we're seeing at the moment not a huge amount of games. I think there's a couple of hundred games have kind of been announced or has been used. That's a number that's been used in press releases. But software at the moment is kind of, I guess, the most contentious area with a lot of these consoles when they launch. When a PlayStation 4 launches, obviously Sony spend tens of millions of pounds getting exclusive games for it. These kind of unconsoles, obviously working on a slightly different budget. So anyway, we'll go through. So we're going through the top list here. So this is the featured games. So that's basically something that the guys at Ouya have put together, games they think are kind of worth checking out. There's a few things, obviously, that some kind of well-known kind of titles that we've seen before on Android. Obviously, Shadowgun, pretty famous kind of third-person shooter from Madfinger game. Now you actually see here down the bottom it has. So I've actually installed this one, so I can go in and play it now. I can click. Oh, I like it. I can like it. Get more information. Not a vast amount of information. Obviously, screenshots I can scroll through, and because I've installed that one, I could actually, if I want to, I can go and remove it. So other games that are kind of fairly well known. You don't know Jack, The Bard's Tale. What else we got? Ones at least I've heard of. Super Crate Box, pretty famous indie game. From Vlambeer, Saturday Morning RPG. So some of these I said we've kind of known before. They've been on Android, some of them for years, or certainly a year. So one thing Ouya is really focusing on really is getting exclusive content. So this is the VIP room. This is a selection of games that are only available on Ouya, and I think some of these will probably be timed exclusives, probably. So this one's quite interesting. Towerfall from MakeMax Games. This is actually a 4-player game. Probably difficult to see on the screen, but so this is obviously one that they're encouraging people to buy more controllers with. And actually, it actually supports Xbox and PlayStation 3 controllers as well. So I mean, fairly ubiquitous kind of support of Bluetooth controllers. The whole point of this one is a 4-player kind of melee archery, crazy, have fun, kill them type game. Chrono Blade is another kind of game that's got a lot of press with Ouya. It's an exclusive kind of, I guess, kind of 3D kind of beat kind of wave-based kind of beat 'em up. At the moment, it's they've just released the survival mode kind of demo kind of game, so the full kind of game campaign things to come. So there's a few games. Just for Ouya, obviously, probably not that high profile yet because these just launched and they've only just been available for Ouya, so it's a chicken and egg thing. So another nice thing that Ouya do is they have this kind of curated section. So this is the games chosen by Killscreen. This is the games chosen by the Penny Arcade, and this is Towerfall developer Matt. These are the game, these are the selection of games that he has. So obviously something they'll be looking to do in future, kind of build this community of kind of selected games. And I think it kind of makes sense because you have the problem with the App Store and Google Play is obviously there's hundreds of thousands of apps on there, and if you know what you're looking for, it's fine. It's a distribution platform, not so good for discovery. So I think the thing that a lot of these companies are now trying to do is have a bit more discovery. Obviously, if you want to, I mean, you can go in and get, there's this kind of genre section where you can see the whole kind of list of everything in a kind of list form if you really want to go into that kind of thing. But I think for most people, it's kind of they're interested in, they just want to play a game, So this is trending now one. Obviously, some pretty well known Final Fantasy 3. So some of the other ones we've seen before: Ice Rage, ice hockey game. So Cannibal. Again, obviously pretty famous. League of Evil. There's quite a lot of indie stuff on there. So if we come out of this, we can have a quick look. quick look. So play. So these are the games I've already downloaded. Shadow Gun, Towerfall, Chronos Blade. I mean, let's quickly go back into Discover. I mean, to download a game, incredibly simple. What should we download? Okay, let's do. Where did it go? See if I can find it. Okay, Super Crate Box. So you can see here, it's just download button, whack it, download in queue. So that's just going to be queued up now. It's a pretty small game, it's only 10 meg, so it's going to download pretty quick. But you can just, you have 8 gig on the console itself, and so that's your kind of limit. But so there we go, it's downloaded already. So there we go. We go straight and play if we want. It's a bit noisy, isn't it? Let's come back out of that. So these are the games I can play. On Ouya, it's quite a nice model they've taken. Is everything's free in the sense that you can download and play a certain amount of anything for free. So I mean, a good example is Shadow Gun. If I fire this up, basically it's downloaded. It's not downloaded the entire game. It's downloaded Shadow Cell trial version. So if I want the full game, I have to go into it. Oh. Okay, so there. Better. So if I want to get the full game, I have to upgrade the trial version to the full version, actually pay money. You have to put your credit card details into Ouya. I don't really want to do that at the moment. But for every game that's coming out, there basically is some sort of free play experience you can have before you decide to buy. So let's have a quick look. Oh, some great box in that. So Chrono Blade, I guess, is a good one to look at because it is a exclusive game to Ouya at the moment. So I'm not very good at this, but let's off we go. So we'll have a quick bash through this. I mean, obviously, Ouya uses. Let's turn the volume down a bit. So Ouya uses a Tegra 3 it's a Tegra 3 chipset from NVIDIA. So obviously now Tegra 4's out. So I mean, the NVIDIA's Shield uses Tegra 4. Well, that's not even out. That's not out yet. So it's not really necessarily a very good comparison. But you have to remember you're spending $100, £100 on this. So, and it's running on a massive TV, but you're getting a reasonable kind of level of quality graphics for a fairly small sum of money. So this is just I've just kind of unlocked a whole bunch of attacks and stuff. So basically, this is a pretty simple. It's going to go into like a wave-based kind of arena, as you'll see now. So here they come. If I can actually hit any of them. No, it's not dodge, let's actually hit some of them. So that kind of fairly standard kind of combo based bash type game. So we kind of get the hang of that, I suppose. So let's quit out of that. So I guess the bottom line is it's personally my kind of first impressions kind of just really like the UI, really like the pretty simple. I mean, I think for the price, no one can really complain that they're not getting a good value for money. Of course, it all boils down to games. So at the moment, a lot of these games we may have already played, or at least we have the chance to play if we've got an iPad or a Galaxy S4 or something like that. So I think that's kind of where it's to a degree has underwhelmed so far. But things just launched this week, so obviously a bit of time to see kind of what can be done.